Obsidian Web Clipper just hit 1.0, and this update is a big one. They've added template logic, better X support, and it also turns the browser into a proper research tool. Let me break it down in this video. Quick one, if you're looking for AI tools or any tools in productivity, then check out toolfinder.co. We've got loads of exclusive deals over there and a membership that unlocks more. Check it out in the link in the description. So what is Obsidian's Web Clipper? It's basically a free open source browser extension from the Obsidian team. So it plugs directly into Obsidian and works with Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge, Brave, and Arc. Here I'm demonstrating it over on Comet Browser, which is the sponsor of today's video. You can download it really easily and get started using it within the browser. So essentially it saves any web page directly into your Obsidian Vault as clean markdown. And obviously everything stays local because there's no cloud, no tracking, and no lock-in. So you can save anything from articles, blog posts, recipes, research papers, and tweets now in one click into your notes. So what's really new in this new version? Well, this update adds something called template logic, which sounds really nerdy, but it's actually very powerful. Essentially, you can add things like conditionals, which basically allow your template to make decisions. For example, if an article has an author, show it. So there's no like blank metadata that clutters up your notes area, which is dramatically beneficial. You've also got something called fallback values. You can use something called a doable question mark operator to set defaults. And if the title is missing, it falls back to, for example, untitled. You can change this however you want. So these two features are really useful when clipping pages where metadata is inconsistent and you want to be able to still bring stuff in without just blank being everywhere. So you have something else called loops. You can now loop through arrays of data. So if a page has multiple authors or multiple tags from a, say, schema.org data that they pull in, then you can iterate through all of them and list them automatically. This is really helpful if you're particularly clipping things like academic papers or maybe even recipes where structured data is pulled in. They also have something called variable assignment, in which you can create variables inside a template. So you can grab the title, and you can make it lowercase, swap spaces for dashes, and even use it as your file name slug as well. And finally, the biggest update for a lot of people will be X support. Whether you're still on X or not, this update allows you to have better support for saving articles from X. So if you'll come across a long form articles, which are becoming very popular on Twitter, then you can clip them cleanly into your vault. So a lot's been happening with Obsidian recently. I've seen many people actually dive into the realm of connecting it with Claude. Some people connecting it with Claude Cowork as a way to essentially manage their notes, but still have an interface for that. And that is quite dramatic. Here's some examples on screen, but it basically takes the power of AI and combines it with something that's much more ownership orientated like Obsidian. So hopefully I'm going to try and get a couple of guests on that dive into that particular topic. Anyway, folks, if you found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. Thanks again to today's sponsor, Comet, which helps you unlock the power of your browser. It's an AI automation software. It's an AI automation browser which helps you to do tasks in the background, as well as having an assistant that comes nearby to help you get things done. Remember, subscribe for more tool breakdowns, and thanks very much for coming along in today's video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the